everybody, you've got the lap book lady here, and we're going to be looking at the local and provincial government's lap book today. So let's just get right into that. This is your map. If you don't have this from your teacher and you're doing this on your own with just the video, that's fine. This just kind of gives you an outline of where everything goes. We're going to start with folding the lap book and putting on the back, and then we'll do the title page. Okay, so first things first, take out your folder. You're going to open it up and go look for the larger side. So you have the big side and the little side. So look for that big side, and you're going to line this line up with the center of your folder. Okay, so fold that over and make sure it's lined up nice along the bottom. If your teacher's really nice, she might have done this for you already, or he might have done this for you already, but if not, then you can do this. And then you're going to take this and line it up with that part of the folder there, so it's nice and tight all together. And then we'll lay it down, just like that. Okay, so first things first is your work in progress folder. This right here is where you're going to store anything you cut out if you don't have time to glue it into place or whatever. It's a good thing to have on there first, just in case you get halfway through a foldable and you don't have time to glue it together and do whatever else, okay? So it has some instructions here on how to do it, but I'm just gonna run through for you. So flip it over and you're gonna fold up along that line. First things first. Fold that up. And then you're going to fold these tabs in, just like that. My head in the way. And then fold this tab over. Okay, now you're going to need your glue. Oh, there's a hair on my glue. Okay, need the glue, and just glue right along that flap. And same on the other side. Okay, then you're going to fold this up along there, line it up nice, the edge, not like I'm doing. I'm sure you guys can do better than I am. And then same with the other side. Goodness. Okay, and then you have a flap you can fold over the top. Doesn't need to be glued down, just hold your stuff in place, okay? Now you're gonna take, and where your instructions are, you're gonna glue all over that, so that you don't see it anymore on your lap book. Okay, flip it over and glue it on the back. Okay, so now if you have anything that you didn't quite finish gluing on, or you haven't finished cutting it, whatever, just stick it in there and then you can find it later and you won't lose it. Okay, next up is your title page. So now you've got it all glued nice. We have to try and get that on the front without, yeah, you can just cut a line down the middle, but I don't like the way that works. So open it up and you're gonna put it on the inside and line it up real nice with this center part as best you can. Side to side, top to bottom. And then fold over one side and you're going to draw a line from the top along this, just like that. And then cut that out and glue it on. Okay, so the trick with these titles is to just glue along this one part. Okay, so you're gonna take your glue and just glue along this edge here. Don't worry about it if you get it on your lap book, because you're gonna be gluing the whole thing down anyway. Okay, so glue this one edge. You want to make sure you get right along the edge of that folder as best you can. And then just run some glue along there like that. Just like that. Now do the same thing to the other side. Okay, now that you have your title on, we're gonna look at the inside, which is this part here. So when you open up your lap book, just like so, you've got a big tab on the bottom and a bigger or smaller tab on the top over there. So let's start with this middle piece right here. You're gonna cut out all these cards. So you have the title page and then all of these tab cards. So make sure you've got all those cut out, and then you're gonna layer them so they're in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? If you tap them together along the top, so tap them like that so they all line up along this top edge here, it makes the best. You're gonna get out your stapler, and just put 2 staples in the top, just like that. Okay, so now you've got a booklet with pages, so you can see your step 1 nominating, step 2 campaigning, step 3 preparing, step 4 eligibility, step 5 the vote, and step 6 the outcome. Okay, so once you've got that, turn it over, and you're just going to glue this last page. Make sure you don't put glue all along these tabs. You're only going to put glue on the back of the number 6 tab. Okay, otherwise you glue them all to the lap book and you won't be able to look inside any of them. Oopsies. Okay, glue, glue, glue. Flip it over. Ugh. And center it as best you can and stick it down. Okay, so the thing with this foldable is you'll see on each page it's got a line down the middle. So there's one side for provincial and one side for local. Okay, so what is the nominating process for the provincial government and the local government for each one of these, okay? And your teacher will walk through with you when to do what, or how she or he wants you to work through that, okay? So next one is the responsibilities of your provincial and local government. So let's go ahead and glue on the title page first, or title, whatever you want to call that, banner, I guess. So just glue along the back of that and stick it into place. Okay, oops, that keeps sticking up. All right, so this is your local government and provincial government responsibilities foldable. It's pretty straightforward. Just fold it in half along that top line there, along the middle. And then you're just gonna take a pair of scissors and just cut up that middle line. So you've got 2 separate flaps. Okay, glue the back. And whoop, center it and stick it down. Okay, so this is where you're going to list out the provincial government responsibilities and the local government responsibilities under each one. If you want, you can draw a line here. I like that, but it's up to you what you want to do. Okay, now let's look at the next one. How about we do the role of the lieutenant governor? Okay, so this one's a little bit trickier. Here's your title, so you're just going to glue that there. This one you're going to fold backwards along those lines. So fold back all the way around. All along those lines. Okay, now you've got a who, what, when, where, why. Now, you can glue it on however you want. I like putting the where at the top because then the who is the right. If you do it this way, why is upside down. Or, yeah. Okay, so where at the top, who at the bottom. And glue that down there. Okay, so just glue along the back. And then the only trick you gotta make sure is that you're leaving enough space for your other one. So make sure you've got the space, you do, okay, good. Glue down the title banner. Okay, good. So now you're gonna put in where the role of the lieutenant governor, where are they presiding over, why do we need one, who is our lieutenant governor, and what do they do, okay? You can find that out from your teacher where they want you to go to look for that, or you can look at the government websites as well. They're pretty good for finding information for that kind of thing. Okay, so next one is your structure of different areas. So the urban government versus rural government, that's gonna go here. So this foldable, there's your title banner, it's gonna stick on there. This is folding on the solid, or on the dotted lines and cutting on the solid, okay? So let's start folding those dotted lines. Maybe fold that one first. Oh, that line's not quite right, is it? Okay, so fold that one first. And then you're gonna take your scissors and cut along that line. Okay, so you've got it. I didn't fold that very well. Anyways, you get the idea. Okay, fold that in and then glue along the back. Wow, those lines really are off. I have to look at that. Okay, you can still do it. I believe in you. Okay, flip that over. Glue it in place, making sure you're leaving space for that title banner. And then glue the title banner into place. There you go. Good job. Okay, the next one we're looking at is our local school boards. So the powers and duties of the local school boards. And that's this one here. Now it comes in these 3 different papers. You're gonna stick them together along the top there. See where that is? Just along the top. And again, we're gonna stick them down so they're nice and close together. They're all lined up. Take out your stapler, 2 staples, and then glue the back page down. Okay, so turn the back page over. Make sure you get some glue around those staples so they stay down. And then line it up with the top. Make sure you don't get too close to that line there or it'll fold against itself. It gets kind of annoying. But... okay, there you go. Now you can write in the powers of the school boards and the duties of the school boards, or wait for your teacher, whatever they've told you to do. Okay, last but not least is our comparing responsibilities. So your cabinet ministers versus your members of parliament, what are the different responsibilities? So here's your comparing responsibilities pocket. I'm going to start with that. So fold those tabs over. Bottom one over. Okay, so you've got them all like that. Now these go in, if you tap them together, the cabinet minister's one a little bit bigger than the parliament members of parliament, so you can see them. And the only reason I'm having you put them in here is that you can see kind of where to glue it, okay? So stick them in there and line it up so it's nice and square all the way around. Then you can take these out and kind of maybe take your pencil and draw a line there where you want it to go. And then you can glue your tabs. Okay, make sure the bottom, make sure the bottom tab is on the outside, not the inside, okay? And then flip it over, find your line that you stuck it on, you want it to go on, and glue it down, okay? Then you can take these and pop them in. There you go, all done. Your cabinet ministers and members of parliament, you are all ready to learn all about your local and provincial government. Good job, guys. Hope you have fun.